The media loves to tell us what they think about
Trump.
The Trump.
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 and they also love to talk about the future, the next generation. So what do kids, the next generation, think about
Trump.
The Trump.
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 enjoy?
I could describe the Trump administration in 3 words. What would those be?
Really, really bad.
Zero Q.
Hot,
Dishonest.
Scandalous for obvious reasons.
Screw the country.
Disturbing.
Faulty,
Acquisitive.
untruthful,
Ignorant.
and a disgrace.
It's intense because every single night you turned on the news, like something was happening, and it's just that's not a good look for the president of the United States.
They're not very focused on what the rest of the US is, feeling and like what is going on there. They're mostly thinking of their own selfish, goals.
On a scale from 1 to 10, how well do I think Trump did?
I think he did.
millions of jobs lost. He screwed up the economy. So, 3.
I'd give him a 1.
So definitely one.
Probably a 1 or a 2.
He's around a 3.
I'd give him a 2.
A 3 or a 4, probably.
He was a disgrace to the American office.
Shit, a 2. A 2.
He did help make peace between the UAE and Israel, and the rest of the stuff he did was absolutely terrible.
We never really had a president that directly was terrible for our country.
He was just a he was just a plain bad president.
If I could ask Donald Trump one thing, what would I ask him?
I would ask him, why did you run for president?
What a day in his life was like in his presidency.
Why are you doing this?
Well, I would just ask him why he did what he did and why he made those decisions.
I definitely would want to know how he thinks he did. I would want to see his mindset on his administration.
I'd probably ask him what he wanted to achieve by initiating the rage on the Capitol. He knew the consequences would probably outweigh the reward if there was one.
Who does your hair, man? Seriously.
Who do I think won the election?
Biden.
Biden's our president.
It was definitely Biden.
Joe Biden is sitting in the White House.
Biden definitely won.
Biden won the election.
Joe Biden.
Yeah. Won it fair and square.
Completely Biden.
I think Biden won the election. I think the claim of voter fraud is mostly there because Trump didn't win.
It was Biden. It was obviously Biden.
4 years ago, I feel like the Democrats kind of did the same thing as the Trump administration did. Complaining that someone so-and-so hacked the election, the ballots were rigged and all that.
What was the worst thing Trump did as president?
He did a lot of bad things.
He did many terrible things.
I think locking up children.
No, he put kids in cages, and that really started off his presidency in a pretty bad way.
I think that the insurrection at the Capitol was definitely the worst.
I'd say inciting insurrection was probably the worst thing.
He's trying to take over an ancient practice of counting the votes.
All the racism that he did and all the sexism, and was just so terrible.
Not accepting the election results. That was pretty frustrating.
Oh, actually, maybe leaving the Paris Climate Accord.
When he denied that Russia was tampering with the 2016 election votes.
No matter how much I hate Trump, what is one thing he might have done at least decently as president?
Well, he did have nice speeches, that's for sure.
He did help bring peace, more peace in the Middle East, and that is a very good thing.
Oh, there was this one river, I believe, that was up in Alaska, and he had gone there on a vacation before, and he thought it was a pretty river, so he actually made some statement and made it so they wouldn't create a mine there. That was pretty great.
I think that he was not scared to share his beliefs, and he was very straightforward to the point.
Well, he was entertaining, and he made people watch news, which might have clued them in onto other happenings in the world, like climate change and
He restricted regulations in vaping from using mint and fruit flavors in the cartridges.
his presidency is the only time that I can remember turning on the news to watch.
And that's what kids thought about
Trump.
Trump
The Trump
Trump.
Trump
Trump.
Trump.